Hello there, folks. Today I'm going to do a chatty kind of board game video where I'm going to talk through some games that I forgot that I owned. This is Bud. He's my 17-year-old cat. I think he just turned 17 like a month ago, although we don't know his birthday. He was out on the streets for a while, so who knows? But anyway, as anyone does with a somewhat large board game collection, sometimes I look in the back of the cabinet and I'm like, oh, I forgot I had that. Probably should play that. So I wanted to talk through a few of those games, which Bud is currently using to scratch his chin with. A corner of a box is pretty good for scratching. You want to say hello? You want to say hello to the people? Oh yeah, there you go. Good boy. Good boy. He looks so big in the camera, but he's tiny. He's a tiny cat. A tiny, happy cat. Alright, so I'll bring out the first game without dropping them. So this is Clank, a deck building adventure by Renegade Game Studios, a game by Paul Dennett. So, my friend got me this for my birthday, so it's especially embarrassing that I forgot that I had it. And it was a great birthday present because this game is supposed to be really cool and it's right up my alley. I love deck building. I don't know what happened. It just was in the back of my cabinet. I don't even know if I've done an unboxing. I wrapped the plastic off, but I don't know that yeah. It looks fresh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I might have done the unboxing. I've already popped the pieces. But yeah, this game is supposed to be really good. Maybe what I'll do is just bring it to the next board game night to force myself to play it, because I do think I would really love it. Other people on YouTube have mentioned this as one of their favorite games, so it just makes sense that I would like it. But let's see what it says on the back. Clank, a deck building adventure. Burgle your way to victory in Clank! ! Sneak into Dragon Keep and steal precious artifacts. Delve deeper to find more valuable loot. Expand your deck and watch your abilities grow. One false step and Clank! ! Careless noise draws the dragon's attention, and each artifact stolen increases its rage. To enjoy your plunder, you must escape the depths alive. I just played Vast, which is an asymmetrical game, same creators as Ruined, and this vibe-wise kind of reminds me of the same thing. Although I think gameplay-wise it would be completely different because the other game, Vast, isn't deck building. But in terms of plotline, there's a thief who's trying to gather gems and goods and then escape out of the cave, and then there's like goblins. If you increase their rage, they'll be like better at attacking you, things like that. So underworld, gem, crystal collecting. And the artwork reminds me of like old school fantasy, like Warcraft artwork. Classic style. But you don't always see it in like a board game. Kind of like Mystic Vale. Maybe these are the different characters. Looks like a rogue, maybe a paladin, knight, archer, and then the dragon that you're trying not to awaken. So this game I totally forgot about, and I definitely need to play. If you've played it, let me know in the comments. I want to know what you think about it. Maybe you can shame me into playing it. This next game I found when I was helping my mom clean out and sell our childhood home, and I don't even remember if I played it as a kid, but I do hear people talk about it. It's Rook. It has sort of like a standard deck style, but maybe slightly different. Yellow, green cards. But I truly have no idea how to play it. But I've been meaning to play more card style games, so I'm curious if it's possible to play Rook with a standard deck, or if you specifically have to have this deck. Ooh, it has a thicker rule book than I would have thought. This seems kind of hefty for a little card game. Let's see, so I like the font is like, it even looks like an old font. Kind of smells like an old book. Alright, so let's see. Object of the game: to be the first player or partnership to reach game score by capturing tricks. So maybe this is like a trick game like euchre or spades. There's bidding, rook, bird, card. Oh, there's different. The reason why this is so thick is there's a few different games. Dixie, the red one, regular game for 2, high card partner. There's a lot of different games that you can play with this deck. Okay, that makes sense. So I guess this is a very particular deck that happens to have some card games, variety of card games to play with it. I don't know why there's two. There's 2 decks in here, maybe combined. This has other games. Boston, Panjandrum, Golden 10, Tuxedo. Okay, interesting. So maybe I'll give this a go. I feel like I still have so many like standard card deck games to learn. Now I'm like overwhelmed that there's a whole bunch of other Rook card deck games to learn, but that's good. You know, that means we'll never run out of games to play. And I do like the little style of the cards. I don't know, looks like 70s-ish style with a little bird. I am curious if I can find the copyright date of these. Let's see. This one in particular. Oh, here we go. Wow, yeah. 1931. Hi, buddy. Renewed 1959 up to 1972. So This could be as old as 1972. This one is newer, 1931, last revision, 1992. I wonder if this is like a more common game back in the day, last century. I feel like it's one of those things you just like hear in the ether, but I've never really known what it is, so I'll have to give it a try. Let me know if you've tried it, if you like it, or if it just kind of feels like a standard card game. Also, if you are this far in the video and enjoying it, I would love a little like or a comment or whatever feels genuine for you. It really makes a big difference. This next one is not technically board game, but you could say it is technically tabletop because you put it on a table. But I used to play puzzles all of the time. Play puzzles, do puzzles, make puzzles, solve puzzles, put together puzzles. I used to make... None of those sound right. I used to put together puzzles all of the time. It was like me and like I'd grab a roommate or a friend and put on a podcast and then just do a puzzle for like 6 hours on a Saturday, you know? That's a good time. I remember in particular I did a difficult puzzle to the second season of Serial. I learned about football concussions, doing like a vintage style puzzle. There's just like a lot of good memories around puzzles. I remember when I was much younger, I did, puzzles with my mom. We had like a dog, illustrated dog puzzle. Good stuff. We also had an impressionist painting puzzle. It's like, if you want a difficult puzzle, try an impressionist painting. Because there's every single color in every single corner. Every single bit of the painting has a mix of colors. So that one was tricky. But I really love them. I have like a lot of fond memories of them. But I just haven't found myself doing them much recently. One, because I like don't have table space. I'm in like a smaller apartment. This is like my work desk for my day job usually. So there's not like a lot of open table space that I can just fill a puzzle with. And then also I enjoy doing it, just like sitting down for hours and doing it with a friend. And that seems to be a scenario that comes up less often. I don't have like roommates in the same way that I used to. So I might have to revive my puzzle tradition. Let me know if you like puzzles, if you have the same nostalgic feelings as I do. Let's see how these puzzle pieces sound. It's not bad. I did try to do one puzzle video on my channel before, the gradient puzzle. But my cat Nadine, she's no longer with us. She just wanted attention. I was so mad that I was doing a puzzle, so I got like an hour into the puzzle and had to give up because she was just wrecking it, just like laying down on the piles that I'd sorted. I love Nadine. Puzzles do have good sounds, so maybe I'll do puzzle ASMR videos. I've seen like virtual puzzle ASMR videos, but I feel like it's much more satisfying with a physical puzzle. The last game that I have that I completely forgot about is Sheriff of Nottingham. You can tell these games I've forgotten about because they're dusty. So this game I didn't actually buy. I traded it with a friend for something else. But my friend didn't like it. So I think the concept is you're trying to get across a border into Nottingham. And the sheriff is like the TSA agent, like trying to assess the value of your stuff, and either like let you pass to sell your merchandise or not. But yeah, my friend did not give it a good review, and so I was like, oh, well, you know, I'll try it. But I guess that kind of killed my enthusiasm for it because I haven't tried it. I've just had it in my cabinet and I need to give it a go because, you know, just because someone else doesn't like a game doesn't mean it's not a good game. Maybe it just isn't their style. Maybe it was the group they were playing with. Maybe it just needs a couple house rule tweaks. I'm not really sure. But, I mean, it could be fun. It's kind of like it sounds like a bluffing, trading, bribery kind of game. So it's definitely worth a try. I just haven't tried it yet. Oh yeah, an exciting game of bluffing, bribery, and smuggling. As a merchant, you want to make as much profit as you can with your goods, but first you'll have to get past the notorious Sheriff of Nottingham. Notorious Sheriff of Nottingham. Notorious Nottingham. Notorious Nottingham. 3 to 5 players, 60 minutes. Looks like you're smuggling cheese, chickens, bread. I feel like it'd be hard to smuggle chickens. You know, they're noisy. So yeah, I really like the wood design on this game, and the text, very Shreky. I like the design. So yeah, I'll definitely have to give this a go. Let me know if you've played this, if I should give it a go, you know, be good to know. But yeah, that is today's video. It's a bit of a different style. I'm trying more chill, chatty videos because I want my channel to be, you know, at least 50% board game content. But a lot of times board game content is more time consuming to write and film and edit. Especially the instructions videos. It's like a couple hours to write the script, some hours to film it, a lot of hours to edit it since I usually do overlays of the cards and things. And so I found that since it's easier for me to make non-board game content, you know, unscripted ASMR videos, I was making more of those, and I don't want to flood this channel with too much non-board game content, so I was like, well, let me try doing some kind of chatty board game videos so that it's not so much prep time, editing time, writing time, but it's still good board game content. So let me know if you liked this kind of style, if you have ideas for other chatty board game prompts, let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.